Law forever. I'm after that bad life. Come here, 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 come here. I walk a bit down like, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. I'm stroking your girl like, come here, come here, come here, come here. I'm telling you all night like, come here, 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 come here. She said that it's hard to say I love you. Don't stop playing cause you never did. Although I showed you a life of luxury, give you my heart, I just never did. They say it's a problem when you getting money. I got a problem with being broke. Shawty say, Uno, acting funny. Get you a mirror, you see the joke. I'm like been rocking this first time. I get my culture real hope. This ain't vanilla, this chocolate, baby. No remix, this pure dope. Call me a pastor on first Sunday. Watch how I step on these niggas' toes. Most of these niggas is crash dummies. No work ethic, got no code. Got no more, got no goals. But ready to die by the free code. Shit, I'm earning my wins, going hard in the paint. Don't give me no free throws. 2 double shots at the Quavo. Rims offset when I pull up. Hit the vet gas when I take off. Slap high five with my amigos. I'm real that bad like, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. I walk a bit down like, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. I'm stroking your girl like, come here, come here, come here, come here. I'm telling you all night like, come here, come here, come here. That's my shit. Come here, come here, one other one. Come here, come here, let go. Pay me in paper, blast, took a man to the bag. I'm stretching it out like it's glad. The hood graded when it's 3rd and 10. You know I get after that sack. If you locked in, we don't count no favors. Don't worry about paying it back. We treat the main thing like a backwood. You know she gon' get past. If he beef, we like the pressure cooker, then get that shit done fast. I'm a syringe full up of penicillin. I go off in your ass. Boy, I ain't one of your mama little children. Better respect me like your dad. If you don't, I got a present for your white sheet and a toe tag. But little daddy, I don't want no pressure. I just want the cheddar. She gets sour when I leave. I call her my little umbrella. Take the 300 when it's time to slide. My bitch bring the Beretta. Chaka Khan when I step. Can nobody do it better? I told y'all boys I'm after that bag like, come here. I walk your ass down like, come here, little nigga. I get in your girl like, come here, come here. I'm taking what's mine like, come here. Oh no, the one. Ma, purple rain. I'm after that bag like, come here, 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 come here. I walk a bit down like. I walk a bit down like, yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday, the end of the week and the last day. Lord, thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for keeping us sane. Thank you for keeping us focused and driven on the person you want us to be. Thank you for giving us just our portion to make it through. Thank you for another year for my friend. Thank you for another day for my people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And in Jesus' name, I pray, keep these blessings flowing our way. Thank you, Lord. Hey, it's Friday. Y'all know what it is. That boy early say he gonna be in the building with the checks later. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what y'all feeling like? Y'all see what it is, too. It is Highway Friday. If you want to spin by the Highway Collection, that's hwycollection.com to get the day's Friday drop. New drop every Friday in July. It's still July, ain't it? It's still July, ain't it? I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this again. That thing almost took me out last night. Did y'all watch Uno Does the Internet? Did y'all get a little Uno Does the Internet last night? It was a good show. We had a good time. If you missed it, I hate you missed it, man. I might pop out tonight and do a little internet. Y'all want to do a little internet tonight? We can do a little internet tonight. Right after my girl Modesty do her band count, we can pop out late night internet and we can late night internet. I'm cool with it. I ain't got to travel tomorrow. I don't have to travel tomorrow. I'm so dang on ecstatic. I've been traveling for the last 8 weeks straight. I finally get to sit my country narrow. Not narrow. Why your parents used to say that? Sit your narrow ass down. What is narrow? Rabbit. What is rabbit ass, mama? Hey, y'all, I just want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for an amazing week. Thank y'all so much But today is not my day. Today is not my day. I just came to bring y'all a little morning entertainment. Y'all know what Fridays are. Fridays belong to Bandcamp. And tonight is a celebration for Modest Moments, whose birthday is Saturday. But we going to celebrate tonight because she ain't finna be online with y'all on Saturday. She's not finna be online with y'all. She finna be out there twirling. She gonna be out there smelling good, looking good. Them men folk gonna be, she gonna be having fighting them out. Get out, get out. Like that. That's what she gonna be doing Saturday. She ain't got time to be on the internet doing all that rigmarole. Y'all, I just want to let y'all know though. Oh, that's dope. Cool. Okay. Okay, bro. Hey, we got some questions today. I want, not me. I'm not going to pay for lunch today. I'm not going to pay for lunch today. Sergeant Earl Lee say he going to pay for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people lunch today. But you got to have Apple Pay. You got to have some Apple Pay. That's the only way I can transfer it to you because I'm not going to give you no cash app. I'm not going to do no damn cash app. And cash app be charging you to take your monies. Right? The internet want to act stupid today. But we're not going to trip. We're going to fight through it. We're going to get through this today. Yeah, it's been acting like this all week. I think these folk wrapping up. Comcast did come out yesterday because they did hit a wire. They disconnected something at the box because it was cutting down a tree. A tree fell. They disconnected something at the box. They tried to piece it together, so they were just putting it together. So my internet goes in and out. It goes in and out, in and out, in and out. But Comcast said they will be over here at 1 o'clock, and my internet from 1 o'clock to about 7 probably be down. But we ain't doing no tripping. We ain't doing no tripping. So I'm gonna have some questions. This detective Early, he say, hey, I want because you think he paying for the lunch because he done stole them checks. Y'all seen him in the evidence room. Y'all seen him in the evidence room. Y'all seen Early. Earl don't be stealing, man. Earl don't be stealing. In case you didn't see, I want y'all to see what Earl been doing. And we're gonna come right back.
What up, Earl? Boy, you in here early. You in there stealing, Earl?
Hey, this is Detective Early. I'm just getting the monions and checks together.
Damn, Earl, you iced up, ain't it?
Don't worry, I'll have that.
You got that new
I'll have it out to
Hellcat.
you guys here. I'm in the evidence room right now.
What you putting in your bag out the evidence from, Earl?
I'm gonna have that out for you guys. I had spoke to corporate already, and they told me that I need to.
Oh, hell nah, Earl. We ain't get paid in 3 weeks. You don't know what you're doing.
Get this situation taken care of. Can't have you guys coming to work.
Look like you getting paid though, Earl.
Work for free, so I got.
What's all them chains around your neck?
Coming in too, so that's why I got a couple of these.
Gucci shades.
Couple of extra.
Ring on every finger.
So, got it in my bag. I'm gonna go put this in the.
You stealing, Earl?
Mail. Get that mailed out to you guys, and
we ain't never getting no damn check.
Well, y'all seen that man was stealing. So here's what I'm saying. 4 people today. I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna ask a question or two. So y'all be prepared. Y'all be prepared. Y'all be prepared because we gonna do it like that. I'm gonna pay Early. He done came across a windfall. I don't know where he get his money from out of the evidence room. He want to bless. He want to bless 4 people. $25 should be enough for damn lunch. And no, we ain't got no taxes. Hey, y'all, when we come back, man, we done handled everything at the water cooler, man. Let's go ahead and get into this case. Y'all know who we got today. Karl the Karl Karlson. We gonna wrap him on up today. We're going to wrap him on up today. We're going to do a little overtime tomorrow. If y'all want to come in and get a little overtime in tomorrow, we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. But y'all, I just wanted to let y'all know I have been threatened. Former employees are starting to
come out and like send me messages, bro. They've been sending me text messages. They've been sending me like real threatening messages. And I'm gonna let y'all see one of the messages that I received because it is starting to get dangerous for me. You know what I'm saying? So I might have to dang just like I might have to chill a little bit because people are really starting to take this serious, and I don't know, man. When we come back, I'm gonna talk to you. We gonna do the roll call. We gonna talk a little bit, and then I'm gonna let y'all see that message, man. Welcome to your favorite show in the morning with your favorite host. You know who it is. One of the one, Jenny Hard-Headed's son, the lead detective in the number one agency in the world, DaOnes Detective Agency, and you, my friend, are the number one detective. Welcome to work. Let's get
Roll call. Hurry up, detectives. It's time to work.
all right. Let's see who done kind of worked today. Yes, Sirski. Look who in the building. It's the birthday girl in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hootie hoo, beautiful people. It's payday. Smash the hello out of that like button, people. We might get our checks and money on today. Ooh, checks and money on the way. Y'all know how it is. Hey, look who in the building. It's that boy Early. Y'all know what the day is. Yes, sir. Look, I had to tell y'all, Earl got them checks. Oh, I'm so happy y'all gonna get y'all money. Earl, where my check? Well, I trust him. That's why I had made Earl the head accountant. I made Earl the head accountant, bro. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Miss T, with your pretty self. I hope everything good your way, man. I hope you had a great night of sleep. We celebrating modesty. We going to band camp tonight at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, 4 p.m. Pacific, and we gonna have a good time. We gonna have a good time, man. Don't make no plans. Don't make no plans. Don't make no plans, because I hope to see you in the place. Come on over there to Modesty Place, man. Hey, well, corporate had said hit his DM for a lunch voucher. That's how corporate said they still working out the kinks. Poindexter, he's still on it. Poindexter couldn't come to Atlanta because you know he out of Memphis. He out of Memphis with Hansy. Yes, bro, it did for sure. Hold on, I'm getting y'all lunch vouchers together. See, Early. Big salute to that boy Early. We paying for 4 lunches today. 4. I'm gonna ask some questions throughout the show. Y'all better be ready. Y'all better be ready. Y'all gotta have Apple Pay because y'all gotta have Apple Pay. Okay, gotta have Apple. Okay, we gonna ask some questions. Y'all better be ready. Early coming through with it. Hey, I don't know why every time I hear you talk about these money on your check, I see words coming out, but all I hear is he lying. It was Earl. Earl did it. Hey, Miss T. Fast. Yes, sir. Darius Willis. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you, Miss T, for the birthday. Called it. Yes, sir, Ski. Hey, at least he didn't bring them stale donuts today. Them donuts was stale as a fool, too. He offering a hot meal deal? Hot meal deal. Yes, sir, Ski. We're going to have some questions. Karl is the ultimate cereal. Yes, he is a whole frosted mini wheat. Whole department suspicious. Now we straightening it up today. You see, early that came through. Hey, what happened with Brandy and Monica last night? My head fell asleep before the streetwalkers was over. Hey, them streetwalkers told me up, boy. Them streetwalker, but hey, if y'all ain't never seen no streetwalker, go back and watch. Uno Does the Internet episode last night. Introduce yourself to Nova and Tania. I didn't even finish that section of the show because I was totally pissed off and I was baffled. You know, I was it's people out there living that life, man. It's people out there living that life, bro. Listen, she talking about cash out me. Hola, Sharon. Sharon, what's up, boo? Sharon in the building. Shit, I got it, but I don't know how to use it. You don't know how to use Apple. You gonna bloop, drop it right to you, and then tap. I got Zelle, Cash App, Venner, Chime, choose wisely. All right. You want to know what rabbit meant? What? You wanted to know what rabbit meant? It's fast. Okay. Didn't we have a discussion about these damn cereals? Stop picking my favorite snack now. Almost used PTO today, but hey, you don't know PTO, bro. But I wanted to tell y'all, man, before we go into the intro, before we get into this case, man, we got your boy Karl, the car crusher Karlson. We're gonna pick up right from yesterday where he said, down there, we were God. You know what I'm saying? That was his third time mentioning that he was a God. And that boy been lying whole time that boy been lying. For real. Hey, be alert. Be alert. Be alert. We gonna dang on we gonna have some trivia. $25 trivia. Get your lunch paid for today by Early. Early paying for lunch today. Early is paying for lunch today if you answer a question. If you answer a question today, Earl will be on the way. Listen. Y'all thought y'all heard the worst of Karl, huh? Today gonna do it. Hey, let's go ahead and get this thing underway. I'll see you on the other side. The case is starting now. Welcome to work, detectives.
Here this morning, police are looking for a
The only detective agency capable of handling these grotesque and obscene cases. Look no further than the Ones Detective Agency, where evidence does not matter. We lock you up and figure it out later.
Hey, what's up?
The Ones Detective Agency, with your captain, Uno the One.
My name's Jimmy Bodine Dean. I used to work with Uno. Now he got me out here driving trucks for a living. And I'm tired of it. Uno. When I come back over there to where your detective agency is, it's gonna be a problem, boy. See, I got all my clans members on your case now, Mr. Uno. Got me driving back and forth. You didn't pay me my check. I work for you loyally. I work loyally for you, Uno. And I'm tired of it now, boy. I'm tired of it now. I done got me a weapon. Damn, I forgot the gun. But when I get this gun, boy, Jimmy Bodine Dean is gonna be right at your front door. Cause I'm sick of it. You're overcharging, and you got this little girl out here. This little girl out here coming out here like she's gonna do something to me. Jimmy Bodine, I'm a proud Klans member. And Uno, you done took the wrong boy's check, boy. I'm pissed off at you now. We're coming for you. The Klan will rise again.
Oh, y'all, I've been getting threatened, bro. Former employee, bro. Jimmy used to be employee of the month back then, bro. I don't know what happened, man. Y'all keep me straight, bro. We gonna go ahead and get into the case, man. Jimmy got me nervous looking over my shoulder, man. Damn, I'm just trying to provide good quality entertainment.
Once again, Karl displays his narcissistic traits. Not only does he show a lack of empathy for his son, but he also appears to think he's better or superior to others. He even states that at work he was almost like God. Of course, many would find this claim to be quite disputable.
And he was doing fantastic. Fantastic.
Tom was telling me about a fire with your first wife that concerned him back in, what year was that?
90. Maybe 90, 91, I think. 91.
Okay. So,
Hey, I see my bro in the building. What up, V? What's up, V, man? We in this thing, man. I'm just trying to stay low-key, V, man, because you see Jimmy on my top, man. Y'all see Jimmy on my top. Hey, who was the first character that I bought on the show? Let me know.
that fire caused the death of your wife, correct?
Right.
And the fire, according to him, it started because you spilled kerosene in front of the bathroom?
Well, the dog and the wife did.
The dog and the wife spilled kerosene?
She carried kerosene in for the kerosene heaters we had.
Okay. First character that I bought on the show. First character I bought on this show was Officer Hansy. That was Hansy. So first answer in the comments that say Hansy is the winner. And it looked like I got the answer, and it looked like his modesty. The birthday girl hit Hansy. Hey, so birthday girl, man. Hey, see, you ain't even got no apple. Now I gotta jump through all these damn oops to see you did $25. I am not finna. All right, we down to 3. Let's get back to it, man. Be sharp. Be listening.
So the dog tipped the kerosene over.
Right.
Was that how the fire started?
No, it spilled, and then the fire never happened for like 2 weeks maybe.
So, but 2 or 3 weeks prior to kerosene spills?
And we cleaned it all up. I mean, we soaked it.
I thought the kerosene caused the fire. What caused the fire?
Bro, I just seen that. Mo. That his name Jimbo. Jimbo Ding. Jimbo Ding. Hey, Jimmy, you can get V. That boy say he tired of going back and forth. He tired of that, bro. I'm with her though. I'm with her because y'all be making me go back and forth about these chicks, bro. Yeah. So we down to 3. We down to $75. I'm finna send Modesty $25. We down to, hey, yo, Modesty, drop your cash app in my inbox. Let's get back to the case, man.
Never really. The only thing they aimed is because she had a load of clothes in the dryer.
And that was a gas dryer, you said,
yes.
Right?
Boy, stop. I ain't even hitting. That was me just choking. He talking about the gas dryer started the kerosene fire that you spilled outside the bathroom. How? He had to have had somebody in the police department. His daughter, they said his daughter was on Twitter. Yeah. That boy
I was also working up in Yannick that day.
In the house?
Yeah. Because there's a...
Could have something dropped?
I had a trouble light.
Miss T, yep, this the end of Jimmy. This the end of Karl Karlson. He over with. He was the first 3-day. He was the first 3-day shredded mini wheat killer on the show. Yeah. Hey, my boy Fly High in the building. Big salute to my boy Fly High. Tell Jimmy we from Georgia. We know how to handle the clan. Ex-employee don't have no entitlement. Hell wrong with Jimmy. He don't see he got all them red hats out there with him too. Had me nervous.
They found on the floor.
Oh, so you think maybe they fell down?
And that's what they shot. Right where the fire was is where the light was.
Evidently, he laid the light out here.
Oh, it wasn't a fire. There was no criminal charge.
So he spilled the kerosene and then came and laid the lamp on top of the kerosene a few days later.
Karl throws in the statement that there were no criminal charges regarding the fire. This isn't responsive to a question and seems to come out of nowhere. Again, this shows a consciousness of guilt.
Where's the front door and porch? Can you draw that on there for me?
The detective has Karl draw a map of the home and how he...
Hey, who got Apple? Who got Apple and Cash App?
He went into the house to pull his kids out. This is done to get his testimony clearly on record. This is a step in the Reed technique to reduce things to writing or maps to make the interrogation answers more concrete and undeniable. The detective may also be having Karl draw out a map of his house and talk about the fire in order to try to catch inconsistencies with which to confront him.
So you come up.
So he like flaming hot, shredded mini wheats. So he's an arson serial killer. He done killed horses, people, wives, baby mamas, all that with fire. So he, yeah.
On his porch here?
I come up to the porch because I was going to go in there, but I couldn't even see through the glass. There's a glass door.
So you didn't open the door here?
I didn't open the door. His window was right there, so I just punched the screen, and then bang.
And then you get hit with a flash.
Karl appears to be very comfortable telling the story about the fire, and he doesn't appear to be rattled by any of the questions about what happened that day. He's probably...
Hey, Fly High, send me your phone number in the DM, bro. I'm send you over a dub 25, and you got dang on. Can you drop that to Modesty and Cash Out? Let me know. Trying to get a.
He told this story many times. He may even enjoy telling it because he likely believes that it proves that he is such a brave man, risking his life to save his children.
Did the insurance company ever do an interview with you? Because typically they never did an interview with you with lawyers and stuff. Because typically on a payout of insurance, they do an extensive.
No, not a thing. It was ruled accidental. Boom, boom, boom. I'm burnt. I'm tired. I'm hurt. I'm wearing clothes from everybody that has donated them. And somebody took the kids. I didn't see the kids for 2 or 3 days.
Really?
Yeah, because I was a wreck.
Once again, Karl is making the tragedy all about him, rather than thinking about his children or his wife. He doesn't even mention how he lost his wife or the kids lost their mother.
What did you do when your brother and sister-in-law came out?
Cried.
I mean, where did you sit? Did you sit around the house? Or?
I laid on the couch folded into a bed, and I slept on it for 2 days.
And you stayed right there until the minute you came back to New York, or did you finally get up and do anything?
No, I stayed right there.
You didn't even get to...
I mean, we had funeral and all that stuff and everything else, but I just...
That was it?
Yeah, I was trying to heal up myself, but I was a freaking train wreck.
While he tries to paint himself as such a caring family man, his actions speak otherwise. A man who tragically just lost his wife and risked his own life to save his young children likely wouldn't choose to nurse his wounds alone and not see his kids for days right after the accident.
Tom was saying there was some of his concerns he was telling me tonight is that there were some other fires, like a car fire you had and a barn fire in California.
Yeah, I had a barn fire, but they proved that.
So damn, that's where the other body came in. He had a car fire too. That's where the other body came. God almighty. Gosh. That boy had a car fire, house fire, barn fire, another house fire. God damn, flame on, drag on.
That was
What was the barn fire?
It ended up being the barn had cloth wiring in it.
Karl retells his story of what caused the barn fire that killed his horses to the detective. He again blames faulty cloth wiring.
According to Tom, there was a large insurance policy on that also.
All I got was $60,000. That was with...
Oh, I thought you said it was like $100,000 because you had like the animals insured for like $30,000.
No, I had one animal insured for $20,000. She was the largest mare in the world, 3,200 pounds. Never won life yard.
So that must have been more expensive horse. How much was that horse worth?
A lot.
Would you pay for that?
Realistically, she's probably worth about $80,000 to $100,000.
What Karl doesn't realize is that the interrogators are well aware that Karl's prized horse was infertile. Because the horse couldn't have offspring for Karl to make a profit on, he found another way to make money, through insurance fraud.
When do you put the more insurance on the barns? How long prior to the fire was this?
It was 3 months, 4 months.
Now you got me totally confused here.
When I come back,
You're sleeping. Well, let's just back up.
Yeah,
You're sleeping, and you get up at what time? Remember?
It was probably 11 o'clock, midnight.
Hey, I appreciate you.
The detective establishes
Modesty. Happy birthday.
a timeline for the fire involving the horse barn. He's reducing this to writing so he can make sure it's solidified in case it doesn't match the evidence or his prior statements.
I said, call 911 or call the fire department or something. And I said, call the brother.
I might need you again, bro.
They find other brothers.
One item to note regarding the barn fire and a statement from Karl's own brother Curtis, who was a career firefighter and also responded to the fire. Curtis requested that the fire chief do an investigation due to his own suspicions about the fire. The chief declined, but Curtis knew something about that.
Damn, that boy, brother. I've been a firefighter for 38 years. The fire alarm called for a barn fire. It came in around 1:50 a.m. I could see the glow from my house. I knew it was our old barn. When I got there, Karl was also there. Several horses were in the barn. The barn had an old ceramic light and older wiring. We extinguished the fire. I asked the fire chief to do an investigation. The barn burned on an end that didn't have an ignition source. The chief stated that the fire was determined to be electrical and no investigation was needed. Karl's son, Levi, lived with my family from May 2nd, 2006 to fall 2007. I recall a road rage incident involving Karl and Levi. Karl chased Levi into my house. Dang. They just let him get away with murder. Don't nobody have all these terrible things happen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was just killing his family.
That fire just wasn't right. Karl's MO is becoming very clear. He takes out an insurance policy, waits a matter of weeks, an accident occurs. Then, as the primary beneficiary, he gets a large payout. This seems to be the only thing he cares about. He has no issue trading the lives of animals, wives, or kids for money. The detective now proceeds to question Karl on another fire.
Let's just cover a couple of the fires that Tom had mentioned that he was concerned about. Was there
he's gonna call fire.
one that you had a car back in 1996?
Oh, no, it was back in
86.
Karl discusses a car he had that suspiciously caught on fire in his driveway.
Hey, early, you finna be replaced as the head accountant, bro. Fly High said, I'm replacing Earl ass, man.
I bought a brand new Dodge Charger, 2.2.
Payments on it?
Yeah. And, I put money down and everything.
Right.
And, it was just months old.
Damn, I wish I could read his nasty handwriting. On August 13th, 1986, at about 3:38 p.m., I drove my vehicle, being a 96 Dodge Charger. I can't read that shit, man. I can't read that shit, man. I hate when I be trying to be nosy and I can't even be nosy because this fool, his mama did not whip him. Boy, Jenny would have beat the black off my country butt, boy. I wish a teacher would have gave her a paper that looked like that. Like, what the world?
Took it back, saying we're smelling gas.
How'd it burn? Driving up the road?
No, it was in my driveway.
You're a dog.
I was almost about to try to do a blink on y'all boys. Y'all would have had me in it dying.
Just sitting there and burned up?
Got home, shut it off, walked in the house, and I went upstairs. She yells out, "The car's on fire," which was like...
The car caught on fire.
He also said that the fire department report said that you had removed all the contents from it just before the fire?
No.
No, that's not true.
No.
The detective is gently confronting Karl using evidence from the fire department that proves this was likely arson, and he still continues to deny it.
Well, you seem very truthful when you say that.
Yeah, no, it's like, What the hell would be in it?
You know why a fireman would have wrote that up on a report?
No.
I haven't read the report.
I don't know. I mean,
if they knew all this information in 86, in 86, they knew he burned up the car. In 90, they knew he burnt up the house. 91, they knew he burnt up the house in the barn. How the hell that man keep sliding? How does he keep sliding? Bruh, I miss court for, swear to God, on my grandma life, Julia Brunswick, she already gone to glory. God might kick her out of heaven if I tell a lie. I missed a seatbelt ticket going to pay $15. Them folk caught me, put me in cuffs, put me in jail for 2 days, transported me to Atlanta to Rice Street, where I got the ticket in Atlanta, transported me to Rice Street, and I sat there for 2 days for a failure to appear on a seatbelt ticket. This man done burnt down 15 properties, a car, 6 bodies, and he is running scot-free on insurance money. I wonder how. I wonder how that works. In America, my country, 'tis a thee.
I don't think I ever talked to anybody really.
As Cindy had grown more and more suspicious of Karl, she started to reach out to her family to see if they recalled anything about him that might have triggered alarm bells. Her brother remembered a story that Karl told him about how his parents had owned peacocks that would pull up the flowers and leave messes on the porch. The peacocks suddenly started going missing, and Karl told everyone that he had seen a fox, and it was likely killing the peacocks. However, Karl's father accused a relative of shooting them and threatened to call the sheriff's office if he could prove it. The relative was distraught at the accusation, but Karl allowed them to take the blame, even though he'd been killing the peacocks one by one, for no reason except to perhaps get back at his father. In another disturbing instance, Karl killed geese on the property, and his father...
Karl is a serial killer. What's the classic signs, y'all? What's the classic signs of a serial killer? Tell me. What's the classic signs of a serial killer? Killing animals. Karl is killing animals.
Once again blamed the relative for shooting them. In fact, Karl admitted to Cindy's brother that while killing the geese, he hit one of the animals on the side of the head, and it flopped around for a bit. So Karl picked up and swung it around and wrung its neck. Cindy was horrified to find out that she had lived with Karl for 18 years and not realized he could be so cruel. The detective brings up an intriguing new fact.
Did you work for the fire department back then?
I used to be back in high school a volunteer fireman for the Varick Fire Department.
How long were you fireman for?
3-4 years, maybe.
It's quite surprising.
So, y'all remember that story I told y'all about the vaping trying to hit the blinker? You see that right there where it say on that? It says blinkers. Seven. Guess how many blinkers I did? 1. Them kids did that. Them kids, swell. Them kids did that. But I'm gonna show y'all what a blinker is. Watch. If I croak, man, who gonna? Hey, if I croak, I need modesty. Take over the detective agency. So you gotta. Okay, I'm gonna do both of them. Lemon and mango, pink lemonade. I still didn't do it.
that Karl used to be a volunteer fireman, given the fact that he experienced 3 accidental fires: his car, his barn, and his house. As a volunteer fireman, he would have gained important knowledge about how to safely put fires out, how to rescue people from fires, and possibly how the cause of fires can be traced after the fact. It's strange that he never mentioned his fire training during the interrogation when he was telling detectives about the fire in which his wife died. In fact, he doesn't appear to have much knowledge about fires when he's giving details about his house fire. He likely doesn't want to draw attention to the fact that he had fire training, as that could make things look more suspicious. Believe it or not, it is fairly common for arsonists to be well aware about fire safety. In fact, there is an estimated 100 arrests of firefighters who are charged with arson every year in the United States. The detective brings up yet more fires to discuss.
Was there a fire at Guardian Glass before you left there?
Yeah.
What happened with that fire?
We had a fire out on one of my trains there that the mechanic left a rag on top of the exhaust manifold.
Started that fire?
No, it just singed it.
Any other fires?
No, not that I know of.
Y'all sit right there and let me almost die. And I still ain't getting no fucking blinker. I can't even catch my breath. Holy smokes, man. I'm old, bro. I'm a regular dude, bro. I'm a regular old dude, bro. Yeah. I tried that shit, bro. The kids just be like, you'll be blowing all the smoke out, bro. I'm straight. I'm crying, bro. Like, bro, what? What are you kids is doing drugs? No, I'm not doing that no more.
Wait, your son, how about, I remember when I was looking at Levi years ago.
Levi had a house fire.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
He said it was classified as an arson, but was Levi working that night?
Hey, Highway Collection, new drop today. Spin by, use the discount code UNO. Hey, Tay also has a back to school. Say the code, use the code back to school. On the highway, you can get a discount. Use the code back to school. Go get them baby some shorts, some highway shorts. Yeah, go get them a little highway TT. Now, don't get them that I Drive collection. Don't do that. That's for grown-ups.
Or do you think he could have set that fire?
Man.
They never should have owned the house.
Piece of junk right next to the road. 10 feet from the road.
10 feet from the road.
If my kid owned that house, we'd be having some words.
Well, we did. He comes over, he's like, oh.
It's a jalopy. Do you ever see that movie, The Money Pit?
Yes.
It's a jalopy.
Remember that house that was impossible to fix up, and you could, even if they gave it to you for free, you wouldn't go bankrupt fixing up.
Well, it's like
Levi and his wife Cassie bought was the Money Pit, wasn't it?
But what I do is I blame the people who sold. I said, who in their right mind? And it's one of those houses.
But it was the Money Pit, was it not?
It was worse than that. It should have been condemned.
The detective is establishing a motive for Karl wanting to burn it down, as it was a...
Bruh did not come in here flibber-flabbering, jibber-jabbering. That boy did not come to play no games. It's not one game being played. He is getting on Karl's ass.
Money pit. It's shocking that Karl wasn't investigated as a serial arsonist years ago, as no one has this many incidents of accidental fires in their family.
Yeah. Do not get them the iDrive collection. They will be expelled expeditiously. Boy, I'm finna put on my iDrive. I got that iDrive for head on the back of my rack. I'm rocking that out today. The yellow junk too. I'm gonna be fresh. I'm gonna snap some pictures for y'all. Yeah.
That fire.
One thing Unc gonna do, Unc gonna ride for them children.
Were you around that night?
I have no idea. I didn't know about the fire for 2 or 3 days.
His claim that he didn't know about the fire for days is extremely hard to believe, as Levi...
You don't have no kid that you can't go to no child under the age, and yeah, I say child, no child under the age of 25 and say, hey, I hate Coach Dallas. I don't like Coach Dallas. Won't find him.
I seemed very reliant on Karl. A fire
Even the ones I had to discipline, even the ones I done pulled up on, their mama done called me, told me they acting the fool. Codella had to put that belt to ass. They won't say that neither.
Such as that would be heard about in a small rural town like Clifton Springs, New York.
You know,
Did you know it was classified as an arson fire?
Never knew anything about it. I never heard a report, nobody talked to us, nobody nothing.
It was classified as an arson, and it's hard to say if he did this or if his son just learned from his father how to get money and get rid of a liability.
You know where you're...
Damn, you done taught Levi how to do it?
They were working.
They were both working?
They were both working, and I think the kids were at her mother's, as far as I know.
According to Cassie, Levi's ex-wife, Carl was angry the young couple bought the home after all.
Good morning.
I got a funny feeling we were in North Carolina at the time the fire happened.
Oh, you were in North Carolina?
Hey, I feel like asking a question. I feel like giving away some lunch. On behalf of my boy Early. If you got Apple, that's great. That's great. What was the name of Modesty? You can't answer. You already won. Once you won one time, get on out of here now. Matter of fact, nah. Shit, if one person win all 100, it what it is. It is what it is. Y'all better be ready. I'm trying to think of a good question, but it's show related. I want to keep it show related because everybody don't know me personally and stuff like that. So I'm gonna keep it show related. Ooh, I just knocked that fly out of the air. I'm gonna think of a good question.
We were in North Carolina because that's why I think we didn't hear about it.
Well, if you're in North Carolina, you shouldn't have anything to do with that, right?
Oh, no, I did not have anything to do with it.
Maybe there's a thought that you were so disgusted with him buying his house that...
Why would I do that? Come on.
I didn't say that.
No,
I'm saying the thoughts there, so...
No, I didn't know anything about any of his business money-wise. I don't know what they paid.
How much money was Levi making?
With overtime and stuff, he was probably bringing home $500-600 a week. Plus you get your bonuses.
600 weeks.
Carl changes his story about his involvement in Levi's finances, now claiming he knew nothing about.
Carl a dog, man. He a pocket watcher. He was pocket watching Levi. He was probably taking his money from him. That boy money hungry. He's a money hungry villain. Straight up. He's a money hungry villain. And he was just
them. The detective begins asking him about Levi's death and what he and the other detective and lieutenant spoke about. He already knows and is asking just to see how Carl retells it.
I think they're looking at it either I did it or it's for the money. And it's bullcrap.
The detective now explicitly ties together all the insurance payouts Carl got, so he's forced to see the obviousness of his M.O.
Levi was a healthy young man?
He got pneumonia when he was like 18. They called me and said, your kid's in the emergency room. And he wasn't in Geneva Hospital long, and his lungs collapsed.
Really?
And they took him up to Rochester.
I'm trying to get a question for y'all.
Did he have any other health issues that would prevent him from getting that life insurance policy?
No, not that I know of at all. He told me what he wanted to do. He, told Tony what he wanted, and we did it. And I told him, I'll pay the first premium.
He can't afford to pay for it that day?
No, he didn't have anything on.
He doesn't have any money?
And to start it, you gotta...
What do you mean he didn't have anything on?
He didn't have any cash on him, not that amount.
Did he have a checkbook with him?
No, he didn't have a checkbook.
Did he have the money in the bank back home?
I don't know.
Probably not, right?
I don't know. But he had money.
So what?
Ooh, I just came up with a good one. Who was the suspect in the case where the interrogator's name was Espinoza and Chad. I made them up. What? Who was the suspect? You got to give me first and last name. What was the suspect's name in the case that involved the detectives that I called Espinoza and Chad? First answer win.
Why did you offer to pay for it?
He didn't have any money with him, and the guy needed his checks.
Karl can't logically explain why Levi couldn't pay for the first insurance payment, which was only $300. It's likely Karl agreed to pay for Levi's insurance if he was the beneficiary, knowing he would only be making one payment.
He has to have a physical before it's legal.
Well, you knew that his policy his policy was good.
Hey. That's the first answer right now. That's the first answer right now. I'm gonna let it ride. I know I said last name is Markeith Lloyd, but she hit Markeith. She hit Markeith on the top. So I let that be. Muff hit that. Muff, you got Apple? If you got Apple, just drop me your phone number in the DM on Facebook. I'll drop this to you. Got your lunch. Hey, we got two more lunch. We got some more lunch going. We still got a whole nother half of the show. Don't tap out yet. Hey, early don't start. That nigga done went in the damn. That boy done went in the damn. I gotta show y'all, bro. Y'all finna go to prison. Y'all finna go to prison. Y'all taking this money and that y'all know where that man got that damn money from. Y'all.
What up, Earl? Boy, you in here early. You in there stealing, Earl?
Hey, this is Detective Early. I'm just getting the monions and checks together.
Damn, Earl, you iced up, ain't it?
Don't worry, I'll have that.
You got that new
I'll have it out to
Hellcat.
you guys here. I'm in the evidence room right now.
What you putting in your bag out the evidence from, Earl?
I'm gonna have that out for you guys. I had spoke to corporate already, and they told me that I need to.
Oh, hell no, Earl. We can get paid in 3 weeks. You don't know what you're doing.
Get this situation taken care of. Can't have you guys coming to work.
Look like you getting paid though, Earl.
Work for free, so I got.
What's all them chains around your neck?
Coming in too, so that's why I got a couple of these.
Gucci shades.
Couple of extra.
Ring on every finger.
So got it in my bag. I'm gonna go put this in the.
You stealing, Earl?
Mail. Get that mailed out to you guys, and
we ain't never getting no damn check.
Hey, y'all going to jail. Y'all going to jail. Hey, if fly high. Hey, if you still in the building, fly high. Muff, what's your cash out? I drop it on fly high. He'll drop it to you on cash out. See, now y'all money laundering. Ooh, y'all going to prison.
Up until the day he got caught.
I never knew that.
Okay.
I thought I was told that you have to get this before, everything's here, we got the check, we can do this, but it doesn't go forward till you get the medical insurance policy.
And who told you that?
I thought that's what we discussed that day.
Chrissy guy.
Right, and then with my insurance that I have on me, it was the same way. I mean,
how much life insurance did you have on you?
I have 300.
He did it within weeks. He only paid the premium before he even made the first month payment, Miss T. He was taking them out.
On me.
Okay.
But the wife doesn't have any on her, anything like that.
Does your wife ever have any on her?
No.
So
the way she always
Cindy never had any life insurance policy on her?
No. The way she always.
And did you have one on? Did you have one on her?
No.
Okay.
No.
So there's never insurance policy on Cindy?
No. The only thing I had on me was...
Not a universal life, a whole life, or a term life? Nothing to do with life insurance on Cindy?
Nothing at all.
So if she would have died, you would have collected nothing?
Right.
Most interesting of all in this section, Karl states there is no policy on Cindy. In actuality, however, Karl holds a $1.2 million policy on her. Based on Karl's track record, the thought of another policy on a loved one is alarming. However, not as alarming as what you'll soon learn. Take a listen to what Karl has to say next.
How about your granddaughters? Was there a policy on your granddaughters that had life insurance policy?
I think we did, but that was the way Tony... I'm trying to think here. My mind's going to think. We paid like $6,000 or $7,000 to get their life insurance started. That ended after so many years. You wouldn't have to pay into it.
Right.
You know
That's what would be called a universal life or a whole life policy.
Karl now reveals the chilling fact that he has life insurance policies on his granddaughters. These are very young children, and it's extremely rare to have them insured. They were likely targets for Karl as well, and may have been killed next had Karl needed money again. Karl clearly has an inflated ego and may have thought he was too smart to get caught. In his mind, he'd already gotten away with multiple fires and insurance payouts, with no legal repercussions. So he may have had a plan to continue down this road. One trait of a psychopath is living a parasitic lifestyle. Although this is commonly thought of as an indulged adult child mooching off their parents, Karl relying on insurance money to fund his life could be seen as parasitic as well.
Straight up.
Can you give me an accounting of how much money did you get? Like 700?
700,000.
A little bit over 700, right? 715, 710?
I don't know. This is what he wanted to do. So
he wanted you to get a lot of it.
Yes. In which
that boy had his life lined up. He killed off wives. Then he moving out to the kids. Then he moving out to the grandkids, just so he can live this life. Holy macaroni and cheese. That's crazy.
It was like, and he knew I would do anything for these kids.
Right. How was your finances at the time of Levi's death?
Not bad. I mean, I was working. She was
You
working.
had money in the bank. You were good.
Yep.
You weren't looking at selling the house, the farm to get out of or anything?
No.
Okay.
The farm.
So there was no, you had a nice retirement account set up at that time?
Yep, farm
at the time of Levi's death, how much money did you have in your retirement accounts?
That boy had a compound, boy, for real. That boy had a lake. That boy had, god dang, everything. He was looking pretty smooth. He was living a luxurious life. Karl was lit, killing off his people for insurance money. That boy killed off his first wife, second wife, horse, geese, peacocks. That boy didn't give a dang, boy. Good night, boy.
80 something. Well, it was over 100, and then the stock market took the.
In 2008, it went right about the same time.
We took a beating. I mean, I went down to like 30,000.
So right about the time of Levi's death, probably, right?
It took a beating.
Well, you went from over 100,000 down to 30,000 in your retirement account.
In my retirement, yes.
Right. Any money in the bank at the time?
Yeah, we had normal living expense money, you know.
Okay.
We had money that we always have a big...
So you didn't take a lavish lifestyle from the death of your son?
No.
It was really all just put into retirements and investment money?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't...
So your 400,000 was put into retirement
My farm was paid for. My trucks were paid for.
Right, but I'm saying...
Because he found that way was the easier way, and nobody, like, really questioning him.
And the 400,000 that you and Cindy took,
right? We didn't.
You put that into retirement investments. You didn't go out and live a lavish life.
My girl Muffin said, "Low down, dirty dog." You know what that is.
You're a dog.
Lifestyle, whether you just paid for your retirement account. Right. You got your retirement account back up to something of realization.
Yeah.
Where you can now at least maybe someday retire.
Well, that's the thing, because we knew my health wasn't the best because of all the back surgeries. And, you know, we knew that sooner or later I wasn't going to be able to work.
Karl may have unintentionally given evidence for a financial motive, stating that physically he'd only be able to work so much longer and that he barely had any money saved for retirement. He's extremely talkative, and by this point, he's established a good rapport with the detective, so it's not surprising that he may slip up and say something incriminating. He's established a motive to kill Levi for the money without even realizing it.
I want you to go over the true events, and I want you to be totally honest with me. I think there's been some deception that's kind of got you a little bit jammed up over the last, since Tom has been talking to you, and Tom and Lieutenant Clear. Now that your head's clear and you've got past some of the inaccuracies.
The detective now gets to the real crux of the matter and confronts Karl about lying previously. He refers to Karl's lies as inaccuracies to minimize his intentional lying, He wants the honest story.
There was some inaccuracies from what Tom was saying.
Right.
Tell me again the true events of how it came about that Levi was coming over to your house that day.
Yep.
And what happened when he got
He
there.
made plans, like he always does. He asked me if he could come over to work on his truck.
You grew up on a farm, right?
Yeah.
You worked on machinery your whole life?
Everything.
Me too. I worked on cars, tractors.
The detective is continuing to build trust with Karl by bringing up a commonality, growing up on a farm. He wants to make Karl feel like they're similar people and that he can talk to him.
My farm was my grandfather's. I think some of what you're going to be telling me is we always jacked everything. We had a big old railroad jack. Because my grandfather was a railroad man.
That's what we had.
And every farm had a railroad
Big
jack.
black freaking railroad jack. It weighed about 80 pounds.
They could lift the house up.
They could lift the house, but they were as stable as
Right.
How many times did yours tip over?
I think like most farmers, once we jacked it up, we blocked it with big wood blocks.
When you can find them. But,
or even concrete blocks.
Yeah, and it was...
Or we put a tire under the wheel. We would always safeguard.
He's also telling him about his knowledge, so Karl will be less inclined to lie about the jacks and equipment, knowing he has a knowledge base in this area. Remember, Karl is talking about the jack that supposedly is responsible for killing his son. Not many parents would be able to stomach discussing a tool supposedly responsible for killing their own child so loosely.
It was a railroad jack. One of those, they jack it up that high, but
the base was only
that wide,
6 to 8 inches.
that long,
Right.
and that little tooth that picks them up.
Right, and they have about a 2-inch in diameter stem that comes
Yeah,
up.
square stem,
Correct.
and it's that click.
Yep.
Click, and letting them down was the scariest thing in the world.
Sure was. You never want to let one
Get
down.
your finger in there, and you're clicking it one step at a time.
And it just drops, boom.
And a lot of times you click at the wrong spot, and you push that lever, and it's gone.
I pushed that lever 1,000 times in my life.
Karl takes the detective through events leading up to finding Levi. We pick up where Karl says he revisited Levi's body after being at a funeral with Cindy for over 4 hours.
And what did you do? I mean, you already know he's not going to be alive.
I knew, but it was like...
You think he was going to come back to life?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden it's like... I jacked it up.
And did your husband get the truck off of him?
He was jacking it up when I was just out there.
Pulled him out, and when I seen his face, it was like the switch turned on to reality.
He's pinned underneath the truck?
Yeah, my husband's lifting up the truck. Honestly, I don't think he's alive.
And his body had been lifeless for like 4.5 hours.
5 hours, whatever time.
And what did you do to him when you took him out? Did you hug him?
Oh, yeah, I laid right with him and cried like a baby.
And then at what point, how long did you lay there crying?
Well, as soon as I pulled him out, and it really, when I seen his face, it clicked.
That he's dead.
I ran to the house, and I don't run. I beat on the door, told her, I come out, she...
You were shocked he was just found dead, but you actually found him dead 4.5 hours
Yeah,
ago.
well, I was shocked when I seen his face.
Carl, they want to start CPR. Do you know CPR?
He was actually dead.
Yeah, it's like, this can't be happening. This can't happen. I mean, like I told them, I'm not going to make any excuse that I was on a load of drugs. I've been on drugs for a long time, and a lot of them. I bawled like a baby.
About what?
My son's dead. And for some reason, I could just set it back there for those hours and just stare at the wall.
The psychopathy that one must have to pull this charade off is extraordinary.
Do you think anybody's going to believe that you saw your son there?
Would you mind if I just stand up again?
When Karl asked to stand up, he was likely trying to escape from the detective's intense questioning.
Can you just, listen to me 1 second. Let me just get to this. You didn't feel the need at that point in time in your life to call because you knew that Levi's death he was better off, as you said, dead than alive.
No, not at that.
Do you think he was better off alive?
He was really coming around. The kid that I knew. My wife will tell you. I mean, he wrote her a mother's...
Let's play the audio tape of you and Cindy.
No, I know it.
I think we really should play it because I think you need to clarify some things for us. Otherwise, we're all going to have a misunderstanding of what happened.
I mean, look, can I say...
You have a chance.
I really...
Take my hand 1 second. You dug this hole, Carl. I'm here. I can feel your hand shaking.
My hand always shakes.
No, I want you right now. Look, I'm here pulling out. You got a little hole dug here. A big hole.
The detective points out that Karl is shaking and moves his chair into Karl's personal space. He's now pointing to his body language to show his deception. He takes a more aggressive tone with Karl and begins confronting him more intensely. This is a tactical move, and he's also likely getting frustrated with the lies Karl keeps perpetuating.
There is a reason why you and me are sitting here.
Oh, I agree.
It's not just because of Cindy. It's because that accident, that death to your
Muff. Enjoy your
son
life.
is why we're both sitting here right now.
Well,
that insurance policy is why we're here. That fire is why we're here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about?
I'm sorry that everybody's here for this when I understand with Levi.
I want to have the investigators bring in our audio recorders.
Do you mind if I stand?
Please stand up.
You do not know how bad this is.
While you stand up, I want to talk to the other investigators and find out some information.
Can I go to the bathroom too?
Sure
I just got to take a leak.
Karl wipes sweat off his face, which is an indication that he's feeling very stressed and visibly nervous. After he asks for a bathroom break and the detective leaves the room, Karl is probably panicking. His mind is likely racing, searching for some way to talk himself out of the situation he's now facing. Karl has his hand over his face, indicating body language of wanting to hide and disappear. He's clearly uncomfortable with the proposition that he will have to listen to his confession in front of the police and try to explain it away. The lieutenant and detective have Karl literally backed into a corner by the way they have their chairs positioned. They're sitting extremely close to him, and the lieutenant is speaking in a low tone, gently pleading for him to come clean.
So, Karl, I really think that really John and Karl talking there. I mean, you look at everything laid out from the California.
If it wasn't for the stepmom of Levi, after he done dropped that call on that man, going back and doing her own investigation, doing the recorded call, the recording, taking it to the police, then them putting a wire on her, and he going to change his story. If it wasn't for her actions, Karl would have been still killing these folks. Karl the Car Crusher Karlson.
Prior to now, I mean, it's pretty damning evidence.
Look at that. I didn't even know he burnt Levi's house down. Where was I at? I missed that. Sheesh. 86, 91, 02. He waited a good time because he was straight from the house, the car fire and the house fire. He was straight. He got some paper. He had over 200,000. He was straight. He was good. Then he blew that. That's why it took 3 years. He only took 3 years. Bam. He done came with the house fire for Levi. He bust that down with Levi. Then boom, Karl became the car crusher. Karl the Car Crusher Karlson. That's crazy.
I've always known it.
So what I think you need to do is look at the little damage control. I mean, you come straight on Levi.
Oh,
maybe the other stuff.
No. I'm not even gonna go there. That just
because out there now, that story just doesn't hold up. It doesn't make sense. There's no way that you walk away from your son and leave him there thinking he's pretty much deceased, and then go away for 4.5 hours and then come back and then put on a big show with everybody.
Like I told him.
Come on, Karl, take the mask off, buddy.
I'm not. When it's like I told this gentleman, when I pulled him out and I seen his face, it was like it was real. It was like it was real.
So a guy like you that's mechanically minded and knows how to jack up a car, you jack it up wrong.
I didn't jack it up wrong. I mean, he knows the kind of jack I'm talking about.
I know the kind of jack, and I know from being on a farm my whole life, none of us would ever jack up and let our son ever get under jack with a single railroad jack on it. The most tippiest things in the world.
Well, he had blocks.
Oh, God. If he had blocks on it, he wouldn't have got crushed by the car, stupid, because the blocks are right under the axle of the car and it catches it from hitting the ground. So you don't have your car on the ground and have to slide the jack under there and try to get it up. Come on, bro. You were a nuclear weapons man.
You're a dog.
Under the drums, because the tires were off.
The tires were off, and the thing was up on a single jack, a pivot point. Just as you described it, Cindy. You described it right to the T on how you set it up and jacked it more and jacked it more and jacked it more. You go on with this conversation and you say to her, just hear me out. It was never meant to be. You know what I'm saying? It was never planned from the day one for this to ever go this way. And Cindy says, what do you mean day one? Like, you know, with the time the insurance stuff.
The lieutenant places his hand on Karl's shoulder as the detective confronts Karl with his own words, confessing to the crime. This is an extremely pressure-filled position they have him in.
Yeah, they got that boy cornered.
Coming out of the garage, it was like then, it was like nothing happened, you know. It was like being a hurricane and being an eye. Remember saying that to her?
Mm-hmm. And what I mean...
And again, she says, okay, tell me how it happened, just what happened. I asked him if he wanted to make some money because he was usually short on money. If he could just pull off these two lines, one from the transmission, one from the brake.
Mm-hmm.
And because they had the tires up, it talks about being wobbly. And the ability, there was, you remember talking about describing how it was like a wheelbarrow? You jacked it up so it was like a wheelbarrow.
Right.
Backwards.
Did your wheelbarrow analogy, the wheelbarrow analogy you told Cindy, is that accurate?
Well, yeah, it could, yeah. Oh, yeah. But,
and it just shook. Easy to push over. And she asked you, does it push hard? And you said, no, it was easy. It pushed easy.
Right.
Do you remember saying that? That it pushed easy.
Yeah, I guess.
It doesn't radically push easy. And she asked you, did he feel any pain? Remember that?
No.
And you said, no, you don't think so. You think it was instantaneous.
The detective points out how illogical his statement is, and Karl is dancing around answering and can't explain it because it doesn't make sense, and he is realizing that now.
Cindy was trying to trap you?
And I says, what else could be her motive? What do you mean
what could be her motive? What is her motive?
I don't know.
Karl tries to keep flipping things back on Cindy and what her motive was. However, he's still unable to get...
You killed your son. It's not her son. It's not her child. She loved him like he was hers, but when it comes down to it, that's not her child. So what motive? What did she gain? What did she gain? She didn't gain a thing. Sheesh.
Give any reason as to what he was hoping to gain by lying to Cindy, probably because there's no explanation that would make sense.
She was waiting for that one word.
What word?
That I must have killed him or something. That's all I could think of.
Did you not tell them that sickening? You admitted to pushing a truck over on your son.
Yeah, to feed the furnace.
Feed the furnace.
Come on.
Feed the furnace.
Who would kill their kid?
And if you think you're being set up, Karl, why in God's name would you go in there and say that?
Because I guess part of me was hoping...
What, that she'd say, okay...
And you want somebody back that you told her that you killed your son?
It doesn't make sense,
well, I'm just...
Let's look at the totality of everything.
Yeah.
Karl takes a deep sigh and hangs his head, which is a sign that he may be starting to give in to...
That's from early stealing out that damn evidence room. Y'all finna go to prison. Don't come back talking about, don't get Espinoza on the case talking about you need to interrogate Uno. Y'all go get full, go get your little meal, you and Modesty. Y'all gonna be goddamn on full and she gonna have her little birthday lunch too. Stealing right out the evidence room. Y'all talking about Earl. But y'all stealing too. I'm gonna report y'all that. I'm gonna report you. I still got a couple more dollars I gotta give away. It ain't over with yet. We finna still have a good little time.
To the pressure and may confess soon. Seeing this body language, the officer should go in relentlessly.
Let's look at the house fire where your wife was wrecked. She dies and the windows boarded up days beforehand. You told the investigators there earlier that it was 8 months ago that you boarded that window up in that bathroom prior to the fire. 8 months, you said. When did you board it up?
Like 8 months before. I don't know for word for.
You told me a month and a half. How many months would you say beforehand?
It's got to be a month or so, maybe a month and a half. I thought it was like a month and I don't know.
And you tell investigators, my notes are another one. You tell the investigators in the California Police Department back then that it was 2 to 3 days prior to the fire. So 2 to 3 days, month and a half, 8 months.
Oh, you're talking 20-some years ago.
Perfection.
Oh, the house wasn't a big deal because come on.
You talked about a life insurance policy that you said was 4, 5, 6 months prior to taking it out on the death.
3, 4 months or something.
Oh, okay. So it was a significant. Well, actually, that's not a long time.
We know for factual that it wasn't the case at all.
No, I said
it was a matter of weeks beforehand, a short term before the fire starts and takes your wife's life.
I thought it was like 4 months.
You tell me that the kerosene was brought in to the house that day to fuel a kerosene furnace.
Right.
Yet you tell investigators back then in 1991 that it was mistakenly, you thought it was water. You brought in the house as a 5-gallon jug of water to fuel to put in the toilet, to flush the toilet because your pipes were frozen.
Right.
And mistakenly kerosene was brought in and knocked on the floor. But yet you tell me kerosene.
Yeah, but
and then you tell me that a dog knocks over a 5-gallon bucket.
Easy.
Not easy, almost impossible to knock over a 5-gallon bucket and spill it.
The tension is building, and the detectives are hoping that Karl will crack soon.
You were 600 feet away from the house, yet your wife's in a boarded up little room, and you hear her calling your name from 600 feet away.
It wasn't calling, it was screaming.
Screaming your name. And yet, you're able to get blown off the porch, open your eyes, your son's uninjured, you're able to grab your uninjured son out where this explosion just took place, without a mark on him, take him out of the house, run around, miraculously save your 2 daughters, and let your wife perish in this fire. With no attempt to rip that board off, that plywood board off that house, and get into that bathroom and help.
I went around, by that time, the fire was all the way around. What am I going to do?
No. That fire was all the way around, and you don't take a chance to look into that window and see your wife. There was no flame in that bathroom window.
Until you're there.
Your sister-in-law tells me that when they fly out,
that boy just snapped. Boy, he snapped. He snapped like hell, man. He went off.
To Thompson's apartment, you saw Amory Fallon asleep on the stairway.
Why?
Amory Fallon, unaccustomed to drink, had fallen asleep. He slept for 45 minutes without knowing it. But you knew it, didn't you? You were going to see Thompson because the two of you had a date to sell the perfected Martin formula to Mr. Carlos Silva of Mexico, so you didn't dare wake Fallon.
All right. Fallon was there asleep. I saw him. But I didn't kill Thompson.
No? The killer was Thompson's accomplice. He had doctored the books. He had to then set the fire to destroy this evidence against himself. But Thompson still had the microfilm. When the killer left Thompson's apartment, he found Amory Fallon's note. He saw Amory Fallon asleep on the stairway, so he went back to the apartment.
No, what are you talking about?
The killer accidentally overheard Thompson's phone call to Vivian Ames, a phone call setting up a perfect alibi for him. So he opened the door, went in, and then he killed Ned Thompson.
No, I didn't do those things. I didn't kill Ned Thompson.
And you didn't plant Fallon's note in his pocket?
No,
Mr. Nichols. You didn't kill Thompson. But you did, Mr. Wells.
Yes, I killed Ned Thompson. I killed him.
Out to California to be there with you, that you want to go show them redwood trees and go dance on a redwood tree and go around. It lets nothing happen.
No.
The detective's tone is drastically different than it was before. He becomes significantly more animated, talking louder and pointing out all of the holes in Karl's story.
I had no...
So these were just a lot of coincidences that you take a life insurance policy out of your wife a matter of 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week before the fire. Just a coincidence that she goes in the bathtub and the fire starts out right outside in the middle of the floor of that door to a hallway. That's where fires always start.
All she had...
Every time we've done fires, Jack, always start in the hallway with no source of the fire around. But that's a coincidence. Just total coincidence. You go on, you collect $200,000, $210,000, $215,000. You come back here, you buy your farm.
No, I didn't buy a farm.
Ultimately, you did. Did you not ultimately buy a farm? You bought a house, and then you ultimately bought your parents' farm.
Right. And I paid my dad for it.
You sure did.
But
ultimately,
money I worked for.
Levi, this one son of yours, this black sheep son, the one son that you don't get along with.
Hey, man, I just want to tell y'all, man, I appreciate y'all. I really do appreciate the love and everything. So, but I got a. How many letters is in my first, middle, and last name? Not senior, first, middle, and last. Get your 25. Miss T, girl, they got good lunch specials. Ruth Chris got lunch special. You got to get there before 2:30, 3 o'clock. They got them good lunch specials at good places. Olive Garden, Smooth.
Oh, you can't say that.
Oh, you're great friends with him?
At the end, very much so.
So Levi, just total coincidence, takes out a $700,000 life insurance policy and names for his father that he doesn't get along with as his sole beneficiary. No. And you happen to pay the policy. And his death takes place one day before he has to have his physical, which you and me both know he's not going to pass because of the situation he has with his choking and his throat. You're very familiar with his medical history. So he comes over to your house, you entice him over to your house.
I don't entice him over to the house.
To pay him money. You're not going to pay him money?
Yeah, but I'm not enticing him. It's just.
It's some good eats for 25, mama.
What he always done.
Levi, come on over. I got $50 for you. Can you come? You're broke, and I got money for you.
No, he wasn't broke. He was working at Guardian at the time. I didn't know anything about any of his business money-wise. I don't know what they paid.
So he was flush with money?
No, he had. I mean, when you.
So now he comes over to your house.
25. Let's spell it out. Let's see. DEMETRIUS. NATHADDEUS. That's 19. DALL 6 25. Booby, you got Apple. Please say you got Apple, man. Y'all need to get with it now.
With a $700,000 life insurance policy, one day from his physical, you go out there.
I don't know when his physical was. I don't know when it was.
You go out there, he gets under this truck, that your son, the one you're supposed to love and care for, this is your blood, your flesh and blood. And you jack it up on the chintziest, lousiest jacking system going that we both know of being on farms. With no blocks, nothing to support in case it falls over. Just, it's only my son going underneath there. And if this truck falls on him, it'll crush him and kill him. But miraculously, the truck falls over on him while you're there. And you say,
I wasn't in there when it happened.
Well, you might say that, but we both know you were in there.
Right.
And you then just say, well, the truck's crushed him. Oh, I don't want to take advantage of it, but I sure am happy that maybe I leaned up against it and fell over on him.
Boo, you got cash out? Let me know.
I took advantage of the situation once it happened.
And then I go back in the house. I don't mention anybody. I don't call for help. Did you call 911 for help?
I didn't.
Did you call for help?
No.
And so he needed help, and you're his biological father, and you don't give him help? What kind of father are you? Yeah, exactly.
By confronting him with all of the discrepancies at once, he hopes Karl will feel defeated and lose resolve in both his story and himself.
You don't give him help. You let him be crushed under there. You go back and go, okay, honey, let's go to your uncle's funeral down in Penn Yan. And you get in that car and you drive. And you're unemotional. Driving along 4.5 hours into it. You drive down. You drive back and you say, showtime. I need to put on a show to make it so nobody knows what happened. And you go out to that garage where the radio's been cranked up so when the truck crushed him, he could scream and yell and nobody could hear his.
Bruh, the way he explaining this so heartless, like, okay, let me see if my boy can goddamn gonna get me right, man. Hold on. Fly high, you still in here? Let me see, Booby. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all. I was gonna read that. I'm gonna let y'all slide on that one.
Screams. Country music, which he didn't listen to, he didn't like, and it's screaming, it's blaring. It's blaring loud so he can't be heard. And you come back and you say, again, it's showtime for Karl to put on my show. My miraculously, I'm a liar show. And you go run back to the house and go, oh my God, Cindy, hurry, call 911. The truck fell over on Karl. Well, you've known that for 4.5 hours, and you want them to come out to your lifeless son's cold, dead body.
Karl hangs his head, indicating that he's shutting out what the detective is saying, or possibly that he's feeling defeated. In an interview, Cindy later revealed that when Karl found Levi, she thought that he acted overly distraught because he threw himself up against the wall.
Showtime! Within 1 month, I'm adamant. I get my $700,000 policy. I don't take my $700,000 spent on the grandkids, which my son intended for. No. I say, hey, I'm broke. No. My insurance, my policy, my retirement plan went from over $100,000 down to $30,000. I am flush with money again.
No, this was in the white man.
Oh God, bro! How we gonna be detectives and we ain't got no damn iPhones? Hey, bro, can you drop that one for me, bro? Please. I'm finna drop you another 25. Yeah, here we go. Boom. Send again. Boom. Boom. There we go. How you gonna say you don't recognize my face? Thank you. Okay. So that's 75. Yes, sirski. 25. Yeah. We got one more.
Once again, he places blame on anyone but himself. He continually blames Cindy for how the insurance money was spent. Karl refuses to take responsibility for anything, a classic sign of narcissism. Being exploitative and taking advantage of others for their own gain is another sign of a narcissist. Killing a family member for insurance money would definitely be considered exploitative.
Yeah.
The grandkids, all the other things, these girls got to be raised from the time they're 2 and 4 years old, and they get nothing. But Karl says, Alan, I can take care of myself.
I couldn't take care of my. Levi did not want Cassie to know about it or to get a penny from it.
Why?
Levi did.
And he wanted the grandkids to grow up in squalor, didn't he? He wanted them to grow up in a shit house and a shit crap trailer, living like paupers when their dad had $715,000 in life insurance. So Karl got to build up his little independent. Because you squandered away like.
Pernell got that iPhone 1, but see, Pernell off today. Pernell don't work on Fridays, on pay Fridays. He don't work on pay Fridays.
You had your whole life doesn't mean that you didn't take it for yourself. You took the money for yourself and put little to nothing in the girl's name. And ultimately, that money was in the girl's name. You had total disregard for.
Mother, I've been an Android person my whole life. DJ got me this goddamn phone talking about, Dad, you need to be on up to date so you can see your grandbabies. And I love it because I get to FaceTime with my grandson because Coda called me and we sit on the phone for hours. I might be editing videos. He might be playing his game, but we on the phone. We FaceTiming. So I like it. But I'm an Android man for real.
That too, because you had no problem taking that money out of it and putting it right back in your pocket.
No, I had a problem with it.
Oh, really? Where is it?
It's interesting to note that during the entire diatribe the detective gives, Karl remains silent until he starts discussing money, and then Karl chimes in.
He a nasty, dirty, lying dog. That's what he is.
You're a dog.
And you didn't take anything. You didn't benefit from it?
Oh, we both did.
You did benefit. You benefit $700,000 in a loss of your son.
She still got her 100 and some.
When did the act stop, Karl, and the truth comes out?
When?
Is there ever truth with you?
Yes.
When? It hasn't been seen in the 27 years we've researched you. Okay. There is no truth.
7 years.
You want to talk about the truth?
You gotta start thinking about some damage control, Karl.
Karl's own words are finally coming back to haunt him.
I did not.
They got that. They got the little thing. I think you can goddamn on connect now or be. I don't know. You can use Android and FaceTime. You got to have like an adapter or something, or an app or some shit.
The truck.
How did the truck kill him?
It landed on him, and I had nothing to do with the truck landing on him.
Karl, stop and think a minute. Do you think that anybody's going to believe
No.
that you confessed to Cindy because you were playing a game with her and you left your son laying there dead because you were in shock for 4.5 hours?
That iPhone that Purnell be having, that's my first iPhone when I was working at AT&T. I won that because I was the top iPhone salesperson on the floor for that week. I won that, and it was activated, and I had it, but my hands was just too big for that, so I didn't like it. And I went over to the Android. It was the Note. It was the Note 1, and it was big. And I went from the Note 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when they got to 4, it was like, man, we're not making the Note no more. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? Then I became, see, woman know that. Where my damn phone go to? I done buried. Oh, it's right here under all my stuff. I don't want to dig it out my remote controls, but all my notes over here. I rock out with the Note. That was my job.
You think people are going to believe that?
No.
No, they're not. So you think you got to do a bit of damage control here and start telling what really happened?
That's what happened.
It's not what happened.
It did.
It did. It did not happen that way. There's no way.
It did.
I've been around a long time, Karl. Nobody does that.
You don't know no morning show, no podcast that's just dropping off lunch money. I mean, Miss T say, hey, you can't go nowhere for 25. You can get some good salad and stuff. Who doing that like that? Right here, $100 on your head. Boom. I'm still working on y'all checks though.
All right.
Do you mind if I stand back up again?
Oh, I don't mind.
It's likely that Karl is trying again to escape the intense questioning when he asks to stand up. The detective appears annoyed and angry, and he storms out of the room, intentionally leaving Karl alone with his friend, the lieutenant.
I know. I'm giving you a hard time. I'm trying to think of a difficult question for y'all.
And the lieutenant then pretends to take Karl's line personally.
Jesus Christ, Karl.
Well, I can't tell you something that's not true, sir.
Karl's language has shifted somewhat, and he's now calling the detective sir. This is likely because the dynamic between Karl and the detectives changed once they increased the intensity of the questioning. Addressing the detectives in a formal manner may be an attempt by Karl to show them he's being cooperative.
Miss T can too. She ain't say that. That was me. I was acting a fool. That was me. Yeah, man. Y'all ain't no out of this world, ladies. But I'm gonna tell you some real gangster shit, and y'all probably gonna look at me like that. But when I send my little lady friend, my wife, some money for lunch, it gotta be at least $35, $40. It gotta be at least $40. You feel me? So she ain't gotta worry. That's tilt. She ain't gotta worry about nothing. When you taking care of lunch, you taking care of lunch, and then shit. You you take out, you picking up, so that's at least $5 tilt. So, but and the ladies who be like, shit, I'll make it work with 25. Shit, I be wanting to get y'all goddamn humble. You feel me? Because I love a humble woman.
Respectful, and that
my wife a plain Jane. I have to go hard. Like, I'm gonna get you this. She be like, I don't even know that. Let's just go get something to eat and shit. Like, she cool. She
is trustworthy.
I'll go out on a limb for you to try and show that maybe there's some extenuating circumstances here, and you're gonna throw this cock.
If y'all don't get y'all butts outside today, it is beautiful outside today, man. Go get some. Go charge up. Go be in that sun. Take your shoes off. Go stand in your grass. Charge up. For real.
Rock and roll story. Come on. No one's gonna believe that, Karl.
Let that sun pour on you and you commit that.
All right, Karl. I really wish you'd
Brown just said.
Last chance, buddy. After this, then things go as they go.
I told y'all I ain't nothing but a little.
The lieutenant gives Karl an ultimatum. This is his last chance to confess. It's now or never. Of course, the police will never deny a suspect the ability to confess.
Not by real men.
But this statement.
Only thing about a humble woman, y'all think we gonna break in y'all goddamn house and steal your coochie. We not breaking in. Y'all got to come outside. Get outside. Thank you.
And is an attempt to add urgency in the suspect's mind.
I can't tell you what didn't happen, sir. And I mean it.
I don't want you to. But what you told me so far doesn't make any sense at all. And you know it doesn't.
Macy credit card payment. I don't even know what that card looked like, bro.
It's like once it wears off, it just.
All right, well,
She crazy.
we'll get it out of the way.
Karl has his head in his hands and is clearly showing signs of stress. He's claiming that it's his need for medication.
That was for that was your text, Mom. You texting on the show again. True story, Ma. Please, oh, my girl said she need to cuff him.
You're cuffed, detective. Cuff him. Cuff him now.
Cuffed him. He cuffed up.
Which is possible, but it's more likely that he feels the walls closing in on him and his freedom. He's now beginning to digest this. Karl's body language at this point is closed off. He's facing away from the detective and only makes limited eye contact, suggesting that he is disengaged from the conversation or possibly feeling defeated. Compared to the beginning of the interrogation, he's much more quiet.
What game were you playing?
And
What about Karl?
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, tell me the f***ing truth, Karl.
I can't tell you something I didn't do.
You know, I'll walk down the road with you. I will. I'll walk down the road. I'll stand by you on this if you are honest about it. Because everybody else that's working this case is pretty much giving up on it.
Yeah, but look what happens to me. I'm going to go to jail.
When Karl states he's going to jail, he may be fishing for information about whether the detectives have enough evidence to convict him.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, okay.
For something I didn't do.
My fault. I misunderstood. That was on me.
You know, for something I didn't do.
And you get that walk. But
I let him down. I walked away.
At your house, Muff. Go outside in your yard. Take your shoes off. Take your socks off. Walk around in your yard a little bit. I know you ain't got no animal poop or no glass and nothing. Walk around in your yard a little bit. God dang on. Read your little chapter. Read your little verse in the Bible. Connect real quick. You feel me?
Away.
Watch what it feel like.
And I lived with that for 4 years.
I usually do some grounding with a little microdosing of shrooms, talking about goddamn feeling the spirit.
You know, you guys somehow, pulled that out of me. And in a way, it's been a relief.
Good. It should be relief.
But nobody ain't getting
Never heard him?
You did.
It's
all right.
As the lieutenant sees Karl is breaking down, he now touches him to encourage him to confess. Unsurprisingly, Karl first wants to know how confessing will help him.
I'll stand up for you.
What are you going to do for me?
I'm going to stand up and say this wasn't premeditated, cold-blooded murder, that it was just something that happened. Shit happens sometimes, Karl. That's what I'll do for you.
I like his
In
act.
5 seconds, Karl will seal his fate deeper than any moment before in this entire interrogation.
I opened the truck door.
Okay.
When they did
Finally, Karl divulges that it was an accident and breaks down crying.
Maybe he was a lucky one. His troubles are over. Book him down on murder 1, 2 counts.
The lieutenant pats him on the back, supporting Karl for this admission, but then quickly presses him for more. However, even if Karl doesn't fully confess, the officers have more than enough evidence to show his actions were planned and intentional.
And if I hit the box underneath it, it wouldn't have happened.
Karl, what was an accident? Why'd you try and hide it? You're very close, Karl. Come on.
I didn't do it.
I think part of you did.
No way, I didn't. There was nothing.
Man, you can do it.
Just an accident. I opened up the f***ing door and stepped in.
Fry call there, man.
I got a f***ing cramp in my back.
Karl again uses his ailments to distract from the confession.
Oh. I started getting muscle spasms bad.
Okay, well, I got somebody working on it. I got somebody working on getting that for you. Let's finish. We're almost done.
It's impossible to believe Karl's claim that he accidentally killed his son by stepping inside the truck. Even someone who isn't knowledgeable about jacks would not do such a dangerous thing, and Karl has been working on cars since he was a kid.
So you opened the car door?
I opened the truck door because I had to get inside to move the linkage for the
Nah, for real, Miss T. What about the other folk? The wife?
And when I did, it tipped, and it just fell over.
No, you're almost there, my friend.
I get up. I gotta walk this.
When Karl sees that the detective is not accepting the accident version of events, he asks to stand up again, likely to try to escape the interrogation.
I had nothing to do with any of the other things. I don't give a shit how bad it looks.
Karl makes sure to add he isn't culpable for the other stuff, as once again he's focused on himself and self-preservation, even while admitting to killing his son. The detective returns and the lieutenant reveals that Karl has confessed. It's likely that the detective was watching the confession and strategically re-entered the room. He pulls a chair up directly in front of Karl and leans into him to invade his personal space. The detective is, again, being friendly to Karl, but this will not remain the case.
But did you know he died of suffocation because his lung was collapsed?
Who? Who, Miss T? Not Bubba Skeeter in there.
And if the truck was lifted off, and he would have been able to breathe.
I don't know what I was thinking.
But if you just jacked it back up, you know how you did road jack, it fell.
I know.
So the truck fell on your son, and instead of jacking it back up, you ran.
I was scared as shit. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Just a mental thing. It just went.
I just went. It didn't register. It just blanked. So I just got the hell out of there, like a kid that threw a window through a glass or something and didn't want to get caught.
Oddly, when telling detectives the new version of the accident,
LaShawn, you know what he is. LaShawn, that boy a filthy, nasty, mangy, funky, dog face ass.
You're a dog.
that caused Levi's death. Karl states that he was like a kid who didn't want to get caught. If Karl's story is true, it would certainly make sense to Karl to feel some guilt about inadvertently causing his son's death. However, it would be very strange to describe that he didn't want to get caught if it truly was unintentional.
Their lungs can't expand, and he can't breathe. So your son was still very much alive, and you could have saved him. And you could have brought him to life, but you ran and let him die?
The detective now begins to play bad cop to the lieutenant's good cop.
He is shit. I'm sorry, y'all, for that language. He knee deep in his buttocks. Holy moly. Bro, he is not playing with this young man. Finally.
And confronts Karl with the fact that after the...
Everybody been letting Karl slide since 1984. I started selling dope back in 1986.
truck fell, he left him there to die instead of helping him to dispel his story that it was an accident.
Why? Because of the insurance policy?
No. It just because I'm scared. I don't know.
It had nothing to do with the insurance policy.
Nothing. I never even thought of it at that time. I just thought,
Do you think that I believe that?
I don't care what anybody believes. I really don't.
He looked that man dead in his face and said, "Hey, bro, you think I believe that, my boy?" Okay.
Don't anymore.
Do you think anybody in this world is going to
Probably
believe that story?
not. I didn't kill him.
You did kill him. You did kill him.
I did.
Intentionally.
No.
Accidentally.
Yeah, it was an accident.
Just when it fell over on him, instead of going to his aid, his rescue of your son, you said, Nah,
It wasn't.
he's dead. He's gonna die if I don't help him, so I'm not gonna help him. What did you say? I don't want him to live?
Nothing. Nothing.
You were in the military. Didn't you tell the investigator?
That boy went outside. And his wife called him and told him them kids acting the fool. And he done been working extra overtime. That boy said, I got to wrap this up. My boy, we done been in this mode 8 hours. We done been talking to you 8 hours. He said, boy, you got me. Boy, let's go ahead and get to it.
Earlier that you made me kill people.
That boy is not playing with him.
I went blank. It's my kid. It's just.
No, nobody goes blank in that regard. See, this guy here, he believes you. Me? I'm not the guy that's believing your story.
The detective claims that the lieutenant believes Karl's story, despite the fact that he doesn't, in order to play up the good cop, bad cop routine they've started. Karl turns his body away from the bad cop and toward
These some old dogs with that shit. All right. Yeah. They're good detective work. This how they should have handled Markeith. They would have handled Markeith like that. Ooh, but they were there. That boy messed up, right? Yes, sir.
the good cop, trying to decrease his feelings of discomfort.
No, let me go get ready for their funeral.
I think
I'm gonna go to a funeral when I just caused a funeral, and I'm finna go to another funeral of my son.
For once in your life, I don't know if you've done it in 50 years, but I think it's about time you sat around and you told somebody the truth. Karl, you killed him, and you pushed that truck over him, and knowing that you could have saved him, knowing that you could have helped him, you never wanted to help him. You never wanted to save him and get that truck off him. Because $700,000 plus was waiting for you.
Who gives a about the money?
Well, you very much gave a about the money. In fact, you told me how excited you were about this big merit horse you had. It was going to make you millions of dollars. Make you millions of dollars.
But that was.
You're a money-driven individual, Karl. Period.
Yeah.
$700,000 is what you had to gain from his death. $200,000 is what you had to gain from your wife's death.
They would have jumped on me. If I was Karl, they would have had to jump on me. I would have got to fighting. Them boys would have beat my ass up in the butt. Ooh, he on me. He causing too much pressure right now. He in that man. Ooh, Karl can't do nothing but drink that water.
In California.
Whoopee.
The detective confronts Karl with the changing stories he's told in the hopes that he will finally tell the real story, as he's already been proven to be a liar.
We're talking about the situations of all these fires, of all these deaths, of all these alleged coincidences that have to be fully insured, each one of them, to their max.
Because, I don't know what you call the max.
Well, I have no insurance on my kids. I don't know why you would have insurance for $700,000 on your son. I'm not going to call you a liar. I'm going to tell you that you're as untruthful.
Question. How many kids does my best friend have? First answer wins.
Is any person I've ever met an attempt to be more manipulative and to do what you did to your son and try to tell us 3 different versions of it without still telling us the truth shows me who you really are.
The detective completely dresses Karl down. He then walks out, leaving the lieutenant.
Not dress him down. Oh, I'm finna start saying that. Oh, I'm about to start saying that. Dress him down. Oh, no.
Lieutenant there to play the good cop and see if Karl leans on him for comfort.
Everybody be like, he read him for Phil, but he dressed him down. Oh, I'm finna say that.
This is all part of the good cop, bad cop technique.
Karl, I think I think most of them are going to feel like he does.
I know. What am I going to say?
I think you ought to just take the last step. You're almost there.
Would you mind? Can I get more water, or even just fill in the cup or something?
Do you mind?
Karl requests water, once again conveniently distracting from the issue at hand.
Some part of you, Karl, had to want him to die. I'm telling you straight. I don't mean that to be an insult. The reason I'm saying that is because you walked away from him and you left him there, the truck on top of him. Mm-hmm. Some part of you had to be okay with that.
I don't know why I would have been.
This is a sworn statement. You have to tell the truth on this. Okay. All right. Why don't you write your account of what happened that day?
The lieutenant is now completing the last step of the Reed technique by having Karl reduce his confession to writing on an affirmation. This makes it more difficult to retract a confession or say your words were misunderstood when they are written down by the suspect himself, knowing it is a sworn statement.
There's something you think you should apologize for? This is not a bad place to do it. If you want to write an apology to Levi after you state what happened. I mean, are you sorry what happened, Karl?
Yeah. How do you walk away? I mean, how do you...
That's the hard part, because it's the hang-up here.
I know, and I understand that, and it's like...
Because the brutal truth, the brutal truth is you did kill him. Whatever your intent was, the action you took caused the truck to fall on. And then the inaction.
He just showed what he was, a dog. That's how he barked.
Of leaving them there.
Right.
Okay, so...
Contributed, or whatever. Yeah.
Whatever.
And I've often wondered.
9 hours.
By now, Karl likely has a good idea about how much evidence is against him, so he's trying to more concretely build a defense that he doesn't remember his actions because of the drugs he was on. He's been hinting at this defense throughout the interrogation. It's not a believable defense, as this was planned for weeks. He recalled many details about other things in his life at that time with no problem whatsoever.
Well, you know how people that are on drugs, they kill people that are, and it's like, and they don't remember it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not saying it's like that. I'm just saying.
But it could be.
After Karl is alone, he puts his head in his hand, which could suggest that he's feeling defeated and or fatigued. He then shifts to an even more downtrodden position, leaning onto his knee with his head down. Day has drifted into night, and at this point he has been in the interrogation room for over 9 hours, so feeling worn out would be expected. He's likely thinking and possibly feeling anxious about what is going to happen next. They have the lieutenant effectuate the arrest, as he's the one who's been playing good cop, and Karl will be more cooperative with him.
Well, come with me. You're under arrest. I think you knew that was coming.
Under arrest.
Of course, as you may have speculated, Karl's arrest was far from how it all ended. After Karl was arrested, Cindy realized that the pelvic pain she'd been experiencing when around him abruptly stopped. She now wonders if Karl had possibly been trying to poison her with arsenic. Though this is just speculation, Cindy was likely lucky to escape with her life, especially given the fate of Karl's first wife, Chris. The findings that were unearthed during the extensive investigation into Levi's death raised many new questions, and they were the kind that couldn't go unanswered. Not this time around. In the months that followed his arrest, Karl continued to insist that he was not to blame for Levi's death. Then, in a strange turn of events, on the very day his trial was set to begin, Karl pleaded guilty to murder in the second degree on November 6, 2013. The following month, he was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. His self-described bad luck took a turn for the absolute worst several years after he pleaded guilty to causing Levi's death. The suspicious fire that resulted in his first wife Chris's death in 1991 was revisited, and the conclusion reached was far different than that which resulted from the initial investigation. Karl stood trial for the murder of Chris in January of 2020, and on February 3rd, he was convicted of murder in the first degree. He received a sentence of life without the possibility of parole. Despite the collection of insurance policies he obtained, not another will die at the hands of Karl Karlson.
Karl, the car crusher Karlson. Yo, that was the end of Karl ass. I'm glad we got his dog ass up out of here, man. Hey, man, I had a good time all week, man, with y'all, man. I'm finna get up out of here, man. Since y'all don't know, I'm gonna have to do a giveaway at Modesty Junk at band camp. I got one more little whoop to give away. Y'all don't want to take no shots. How many kids my best friend got in the comments? First right answer win. And I hope y'all have Apple. I got 5. You got 2 minutes because I got to make sure it's under 2 hours. Let me know. I'm going strong with this answer. All right, we got. How many kids does my best friend have? Nope. 7. He has 7 children. Yes. He has 7. So that's the last lunch voucher. And that's it. She probably went and texted us, hey, bro, hey, Darius, how many children you got? He has seven kids. He got a whole basketball team with 2 subs. If somebody get injured or tired, he can rotate them in. And them all my nieces and nephews. DJ, Sanaya, Alora, Diani, Mila. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, Darius. Yeah. You got to say on. My BFF has 7 children. 7. Hey, fly high. I'm going to drop you another 25 so you can drop that on Booby, y'all. I love y'all. I had a great time. Our focus now is we going to band camp tonight, 6 o'clock. We're going to go celebrate Miss Modesty in all of her glory, all of her greatness tonight because, yeah, that's what we do. Band camp's going to be exciting tonight. It's going to be a whole event. Do not be late. 7 o'clock Eastern. 7 o'clock Eastern. Go ahead, follow, hit the subscribe, hit the notification. Take care of that, man, because I'm going to be there. I hope you there. Go spin by my boy Tay. And it's Friday. Highwaycollection.com. Got a drop today. You better go over there. Use the discount code UNO. Get your little, hey, I'm telling you, when the supply is gone, they gone. Them loyalty purple shorts, they the hardest. I got me 2 pair. I had to buy 2. And please don't think I be goddamn on getting it for free. I have to pay Tay too. So don't ask me for no discounts. Hey man, I love y'all, man. If y'all never hear nothing I say, always remember y'all are important to me. That's all I wanted to let y'all know. From the bottom of my heart to see y'all tonight. Love y'all. Peace. And we doing some overtime tomorrow.
My name's Jimmy Boding Dean. I used to work with Uno. Now he got me out here driving trucks for a living. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, Uno. When I come back over there to where your detective agency is, it's gonna be a problem, boy. See, I got all my Klans members on your case now, Mr. Uno. Got me driving back and forth. You didn't pay me my check. I work for you loyally. I work loyally for you, Uno. And I'm tired of it now, boy. I'm tired of it now. I done got me a weapon. Damn, I forgot the gun. But when I get this gun, boy, Jimmy Boding Dean is gonna be right at your front door. Cause I'm sick of it. You're overcharging me, and you got this little girl out here. This little girl out here coming out here like she's gonna do something to me. Jimmy Bodine, I'm a proud Klans member. And Uno, you done took the wrong boy's check, boy. I'm pissed off at you now. We're coming for you. The Klan will rise again.
Here this morning, police are looking for a
The
suspect.
only detective agency capable of handling these grotesque and obscene cases. Look no further than the Ones Detective Agency, where evidence does not matter. We lock you up and figure it out later.
Hey, what's up?
The Ones Detective Agency, with your